the the free points of attachments are only for in-faction attachments.
Yeah, I don't think that was previewed. That was a
Yeah,
that's kind of been a surprise of yesterday and today when they when they linked the season 6 rule book because War Council is not applying that at the moment.
yeah, yeah. Roll counts is not reflecting that, so be careful when making your lists in there.
Yeah. Um, so that makes it really interesting, honestly. And I had to make a triple Glory Seeker Source Rider list just to have an evil laugh of look at all my Glory Seekers.
Yeah, yeah. Just drive the knife in for everybody who won't be running them anymore.
Hey, neutral's got to celebrate somehow. So
They
that's
do. They do. Neutrals need love.
all right. What else? What else changed? We have an epic game size. Are you a fan of big games?
Uh, I am actually.
Cool. So
Yeah.
that's exciting. And what else did we have? We and
Uh,
the
we also had
Go
we
ahead.
also had another core rule change
That's right.
uh, for morale tests. Uh, double sixes is always a pass, and double ones is always a fail. That didn't used to be the case.
Yeah. I yeah. I guess it might matter, you know, in 2% of the time, but
Yeah.
um,
I mean, hey, now dragons could potentially fail a panic test and take three additional wounds.
yeah, yeah. I think it's funny when it's gonna be funny when that happens now. But um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
if it ever makes somebody shout out why. But I think it's just a streamline of all the dice rolls, right?
Yeah.
They're all the same now. They all auto pass and auto fail on the max results. So
Yep.
there you go. Makes it a little easier.
Indeed.
Anything else?
Uh, no. Other than the in unit, the in faction stuff. I think
Yeah.
that's all the general.
Okay. So you guys have been staring at my screen, Jamie Lannister's beautiful face, because I think that's what we're really going to dive into, is the faction specific stuff. So, and we'll keep in mind all these changes as we talk about the specifics, because it's important to note when we talk about these about there not being neutral commanders anymore, and especially in the list building world of having to pay for neutral attachments versus and because 4 points is a lot, so you almost pretty much like the mindset is evolving rapidly in this new season of people are just like you know like they're already forgetting about season 5, I guess you could say. Like it's kind of funny how people are like, oh my gosh, I can't even add glory seekers. It's like, well, you can still pay points for them. but
Yeah.
they like people already only want to use that 4 points for attachments. They don't want to pay any points for attachments outside of that 4. So I think it's hilarious and interesting. So we'll keep that in mind as we talk about how we like these changes. So you are a Lannister player.
Uh, yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, that was
Sometimes.
that. Would you say that was your first love, or
Oh yeah, absolutely.
okay? So why don't you take it away? The top of the master list of new cards
Right.
is Lannisters, and first up we have a possible usable Jamie Lannister. Are you excited for that?
Yeah. Which one is that? That's right.
The young
There he
lion,
is.
yeah, the young lion has martial
There he is.
training and stalwart for a single point.
Yeah, that is very good. That
it's,
is
it's
huge.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Sponsor training is always helpful, and then the stalwart, uh, all for 1 point. I think you're going to see him a lot more.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Just to
It's pretty badass.
makes the unit hit hard and then also be tanky.
Yep.
I think he can go in basically any unit,
Yeah,
except for maybe poor fellows.
definitely up there in the definitely up there in the top of the melee infantry
Yeah.
attachment list. And I think pretty yeah, it's pretty interesting how right next to him we have updated Champion of the Faith, and they pair together pretty well. Pair together, you say? What are you talking about? Yes, the Champion of the Faith. Oh no, wait. Does he not ignore limits like the Krennog guy? Oh, he doesn't. First Champion
He
of the Faith.
doesn't know.
I thought he ignored the restriction.
No, no, he's just free with High Sparrow and two of in a list.
Why are they being so weird with this?
I don't know.
Well, what do you think about that whole thing? They tried they previewed like theme. They're gonna have encourage more theme, but they only did it with
Like
the ones that they previewed. I think, right?
yeah,
It's like they were gonna do it but didn't. Like they didn't have time to actually do it. That's what I think.
yeah,
Because like there's
yeah.
so many more you could do. You could do more affiliations and Starks that get your first one free. You could do, the Boltons were desperate for like their Dreadfort's flares or whatever it is to get free,
Yeah.
or ignore restrictions. I mean, and it's like they previewed it and then we're like, oh, we don't got time for that.
Yeah. It's a little disappointing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it
Champions
does.
of Fate, Warcry, like it always was. You can only have two of them now, but the first one's free if you're running High Sparrow
Yeah.
as either NCU or Commander.
Yeah, and then so like when you're list building a High Sparrow, it's kind of interesting. If you go this route, like you have High Sparrow in one, you have Champ in another, maybe a second, but before you even do that, that's 2 units now filled up with attachments, and you got
That's three.
you got 4 free points left to spend. It's kind of list building is kind of a crazy thing right now.
Some old list building is kind of crazy, yeah. Trying to get every point that you have possible. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if we actually see that implemented. Is what I guess is what I'm getting to. Because I understand I understand their idea, but you only have so many units to go around to fit attachments in. I think they missed the mark a little bit on not removing the restriction on a lot more. Besides the Krennog guy, like the Starks are loving it. The Starks can put the Krennog survivalist dude like anywhere, and soak up those extra free points. We'll get to that later,
Yeah.
but it's so nice to have that option. All right, Eris Oakheart, did he just drop a point?
No, he actually there was changes to protection of the ground. So I believe it used to be while you control grounds, it gets the rerolls defense dice. But now the opponent also cannot spend vulnerable tokens on the unit. So he makes the unit basically, if you're 3 up armor normally, he's just kind of untouchable as long as you control crowns.
Very
Which,
cool.
Lancers, we do that.
Yeah, and someone just mentioned in our Discord, no, maybe it was our Fresno friends Discord. They were like, "Oh, without Braun, I got no option." This is a Lannister player. I don't have any other options for my ranged units, and so I just made a quick list, and Oakheart was one of them. When you get into a ranged battle, crossbows are already good, but
Yeah.
now you can add this guy in there because the keyword is just attacked, not attacked by melee. So
Yep.
you can reroll defense dice and prevent vulnerable tokens on your crossbows, which I think is pretty cool.
I mean, I think the idea is put him into like a unit of guardsmen and just run him up and not care and Lannister supremacy anyone who dares.
Okay, there you go. Going the guardsman route. Are they still speed? Are they still speed 4?
They're still speed 4, but also still armor 3.
Oh, that's true. It'll be tough to take them down for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you're running Joffrey, oh yeah.
Now
Right.
we
Then we
next.
have Jaime Lannister, Kingsguard.
Yeah, I think this is cool, and I wanted to see more of this. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, same as he always was, but now if you are running Cersei in your list, he's only 1 point,
Yeah,
which is huge.
yeah.
If you're running Cersei.
It's a nice like I guess the theme is just really bursting with this, and this is what I was hoping more of. Like
Yeah,
they talked about this in the preview article as well, as they're trying to bring out some more theme. And I just wanted more. I wanted more. Like this is a nice example of it, and I just wanted more. But
yeah,
but this is cool. This is the kind of stuff we want to see, right? I mean, it's pretty cool.
yeah. Uh, Also notable, Jamie has expert duelist, which kind of fell by the wayside after the move from 3 out to 5 out on the destroyed hatchment. But now that we're going to see a lot more attachments, do you think we're going to see a lot more expert duelist?
Yeah, probably just it's one of those fun things. I mean, I guess it's always situational, right? Do you risk it? If you when do you choose before rolling dice?
I mean,
Okay.
if you're running up against Eris Okar, he might want to snipe him out.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
if he's on
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is it really depends on like how deployment unfolds and who you clash into first and stuff like that. I mean, you kind of want to tag as many people as possible with expert duelists, so that'd be kind of fun in like a Stormcrow Dervishes unit. You can just pop in, pop out, and just just go murder all the attachments like that.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of funny. But it's never like that, right? That's why it just resulted in people just choosing the extra wound. But if you have something like Oakheart, like you said, like a defensive ability,
yeah.
you might want to take the chance.
All right. Moving on down to Adam Marbrand.
Adam, Adam,
All right. He went from 2 points to 1 point,
yeah,
which is 1 point for Sentinel.
yeah. You and your Sentinels.
Hey, Sentinel's a great ability.
Yeah, this is the same setup that we were just talking in the Discord as Steel Shank's attachment, I think.
Yep.
Um,
It was one
but
point.
but Jamie's vassal is better than Roos's vassal.
Very
think.
true. Yes.
Yeah, it really helps out Jamie's cards. Sentinel is great, and Sentinel can be useful in range or melee. So
Yep.
I don't know if Jamie's cards are ever useful in a range unit, but anyways,
Yeah.
that's add some more theme to the Jamie list. Easier to add in, and yeah, I think
Yeah. I still miss Jamie's protector.
Jamie's protector.
Yeah. When he had that instead of Sentinel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh well. He's got Sentinel, so he can be used with anybody. So yeah, we'll probably see him more.
yep.
Just having a unit on the edges, charging in, saying "I dare you," and then he just smashes.
We're definitely hitting Lannister vibes, so this is all good so far.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lots of come at me if you dare, you know. So,
Yep.
speaking of which, Kevin Commander, this is just a Might of the Throne change, right?
Yes. And honestly, I like it. So Might of the Throne used to be attack or charge on a crowns, so you'd put them in crossbows and just shoot all day. But now it doesn't do that. Now,
Yeah.
while your opponent does not control crowns, it gets +1 attack die to melee and counts as rolling a 6 on all charges.
Yeah.
So
It
that
was-
means he auto 6. If you're going first, he just auto 6s.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane.
I think whoever's like pissed at the change is underselling the auto 6 charge. That is
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah, top of turn, he just auto 6s, and
Yeah.
that is absolutely incredible.
Top of,
Because you can
go ahead.
top of a round.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like at the bottom of the round, you position him, to get to be at 11, because I don't think, well, you could pull a Stormcrow Dervish to get 6, but most Lannister units are 5.
Yeah.
So you put him at 11 inches and then just auto 6, top of round, get in there, smash face.
Oh, right. Opponent does not control. Man, I was thinking while you control the whole time. Well, your opponent does
No.
not control crowns. That was a lot of their thing this patch too. Was like
Yeah.
they changed it to opponent does not control, which is interesting. Um, it's kind of funny how they're pushing people how they want to play the game
Uh-huh.
with these changes. Like I think the extra 4 points and attachments like makes people want to take extra combat units, and then a lot of changes of while your opponent does not control like pushes you into not taking the tactics board first. Like it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
like
And
play the game this way.
and I think I want to talk more about Kevin because I really like him now. Because with the +1 attack die,
Uh-huh.
that's kind of one-shot territory.
Okay.
You throw him against a kind of middling unit. If you get all your hits, they fail all their saves. Uh, that's 8 wounds from a fresh unit, and then you hit him with uh, Henry Roar, and that could be 4 wounds on the panic.
Absolutely. I mean, and you probably have options of unit to put him in that can help get that done. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, uh, Honor Guard, huge
oh,
unit to do that with.
oh yeah, honor guard. Oh my gosh.
If you got every token on that unit you're attacking, oh,
Yeah, yeah. Fun.
that's probably one shot.
Kevin and honor guard. Yay! Can't wait. I think he already was chilling in there a little bit before
Yeah.
this patch, but he also adds supremacy. So you just auto 6 in there, add a dice, blow them up, and then you can even finish them off if they try to swing back at you with supremacy. It's a good
Yep.
it's a good commander.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
Mr. Keyburn, what do we got over here?
so his violent reactions changed. So now, whenever he completes his attack, his unit becomes vulnerable. So
Oh,
huge. Like he becomes an absolute glass cannon.
yeah. +1 to hit, vicious. Cannot expend weakened. Another one of those. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Was that always like that?
Oh yeah, that was always like that.
Okay. And then reactions changed to vulnerable. Was it hits or something like that before?
I believe it was on rolls of 1, you take wounds.
That's right. That's right.
But I never really ran him, so I'm not sure. But I
Okay.
think that's what it was.
Okay. After completing this attack, becomes vulnerable. There's probably ways around. I mean, you can avoid damage easier, right? So
Yeah,
that's interesting. If you're bringing
but it is
Keyburn,
vulnerable.
yeah. If you're bringing
Yeah.
Keyburn, you're doing it for a reason, and that is to bring Sir Robert Strong.
Yes,
This
he used to be 3 points, and now he is 2.
this is a little crazy.
Yeah,
Speaking of one-shot territory.
yeah. So now for 2 points, a unit gets resilience and +2 wounds whenever it swings.
Yeah. Yeah,
That,
I'm not looking forward to this.
yeah, we're gonna be seeing him a lot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
There's nothing much to say about it. We knew how crazy he was before, and
he just got,
now he's 2
he is
points
now affordable,
affordable. Yeah.
and you have free attachment points.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're gonna be seeing him a lot.
So
And moving down,
I'm gonna try to point out as
yeah,
we go along. Just wanted to say, there's a lot of melee options, and a lot of them are better and cheaper now.
yep,
We're talking a lot about that so far, but I just want to point out the War Cry and the Oak Heart. I'm gonna try to like single out the ranged things that you can stick in your ranged unit or a cav unit, because I think that's what people are struggling with right now. And I'm just trying to like highlight that as we go along. So
yeah.
most stuff has been melee. You could put Sentinel in a ranged unit if you wanted to. All right, and then we got the cav attachment.
All right. Mounted Behemoth, which is always sad. He's always a sad boy.
He's always a sad boy, and
Yeah.
I think this is a 2 point. This is 2 points, right? This has got to be
God,
like I know I know
I'd
it's
say
3, but
I'd even say for the opportunity cost of not bringing Sir Robert Strong or Gregor Commander or even the man that rides, he should be 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
the can't be weakened and IP I think is worth 2, and then plus yeah, I don't know. You could be right though, just because of.
If you bring him, you can't bring Sir Rabbit Strong.
Yeah, I mean the auto wounds were the thing. They took that out.
Yeah, they took that out. Uh, and First Assault is not the ticket. It's only when things are charged.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah,
mean,
and especially for 3 points. We never saw him before. We're not going to see him again.
you think so?
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
because all you'll be putting him in is knights.
Knights.
That's kind
What about the Clegane guys?
of game brigands. I think they're too fragile to have as a 9 point unit.
Yeah, yeah. You probably right,
Yeah,
but that's I don't know. With yeah, it's not really. It doesn't really like solidify or like help in a super valuable way the one shot from the lance, right?
no, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, even with the Hear Me War panic token,
Hmm.
yeah, it can't be. I mean, it kind of does with the can't be weakened, the extra wound, but it's just not. It's not as solid as it was for sure. Two
Yeah,
points.
it's
I
not the
I would
ticket.
I would have liked to see 2 points.
Yeah,
All
two
right, and
points.
then
I can see the argument.
yeah,
3 points, no.
yeah. So we have our first little disappointment, but it is a cab attachment though. So depending on the kind of list you're building, if you got a slot and you got the free points, try them out and prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Gate Warden, we have a change to superior numbers, and this was also
Yep.
kind of a game wide change. Whenever we used to see abilities that said fewer ranks only, they changed to the same or fewer,
Yeah.
or to the same or more ranks
Yep.
remaining. So superior numbers is kind of good now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
you just get rerolls and chaotic spend weekends.
yeah, I mean
So
the best token in the game. Um, if you can ignore it, and we'll talk about that with Targs too later.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty damn strong.
yeah. I mean, managers just gotta ignore weekend. Like they can just build a list to say, "Hey, I don't care if I'm weakened."
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Uh,
Yeah,
so it's kind of interesting that two factions can solidly do that now, and like no problem at all. So
mm,
the the meta might shift because preseason 6 we had just floods of tokens, and
mm-hmm.
so lists might develop into usually have your I'm gonna table you list and then I'm gonna stay on points list. They You might start thinking about a token heavy list and a like the token heavy list will probably be part of your a stay on points list because no, I don't know. It's gonna develop into like
Yep.
you can't use your weekend heavy list against some strong stuff nowadays. So
Yeah,
you're gonna have to have a backup option that doesn't rely on weekend. So
yep. And I really like this Gate Warden in Halberdiers because now when you get charged, you set for charge, and then you get rerolls,
oh man,
and then when you activate, you get to heal.
that is very nice. Nice shout out there. Gate Warden
Yeah,
Halberdiers coming at you. Are they 5 points? Or are they 6 points?
Halberdiers are 5 points nowadays.
Oh man, that's great for Lannisters. That's great for
Oh
Lannisters.
yeah,
All
like
right.
I could see just 4 units of Halberdiers, all with Gate Wardens.
Yeah, yeah, it's good because you got the free attachment points for a 5 point unit. You can get a nice 8 activation list. Yeah, it's good.
Best thing is that's only half your list.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
4
Lannisters are
units
looking
only half
fun.
your list.
We have to
Oh
bring
yeah.
we got to bring down the excitement for the Lannisters somehow. So let's talk about assault orders.
All right.
Yeah.
So orders. This is uh, a, uh, a general change to assault orders. Now, whenever you use assault orders, it's on your lowest attack die.
Yep. In both charge and attack.
Yep.
So there are cries of agony out in the community right now.
there are.
You want to share a little silver lining that
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're only on your lowest rank.
there you go. I love it. Assault Orders is, has now evolved to. Okay, I'll put it this way: it really sucked late game when you can assault orders, surprise, and then do something. There's plenty of stuff out there to use max dice, right? You assault orders,
Yeah.
you use max dice, and now that guy that had 2 wounds left in round 5 is taking out like your full tray of guys because of
Yep.
that sucked. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this is nice. It just kind of either it changes the feel of the play from something like that, or I know that the Stark Berserker combo is nerfed by this, but it just kind of changes the feel of the card to either getting into combat early because you want to sustain, you want to get in there and just be engaged, or a late game play that's a surprise late game play that's not super OP strong, right? Which is fine. So
Yeah.
I think it's a great change. I'm super happy with it. I know a lot of people aren't. We'll definitely talk about this in like 6 weeks or so and see how it's going.
Yep. All right.
But
And then we have
I don't think it's too much to worry about. The City Watch.
City Watch, Dominator Pride. Now it's same or fewer, like we were talking about before. So that's pretty good, actually. The Dominator Pride, whenever you find it in a unit, there's very few that do have it.
Don't forget about the pirate, the Lycin Bosun, Lycini Bosun.
Does he have that? Nice.
Yeah, he has Dominating Pride, and then the interrogation or something. When he kills a unit, you discard a card.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
passing tests. I mean, sure.
On about tests. Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
it's might come up like
Yeah.
once every 2 games or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a 6 point unit that hits like a 5 point unit, so. Meh.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
6 points. I don't think he'll be taken, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right. Moving on to Starks.
Okay, Lannisters give probably A minus to their changes. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Lannisters are happy. I think very happy.
Mhm.
All
BW
right.
For Masters.
Yeah. And I think partly also, let's just wrap up the Lannister vibe.
Yep.
You also have a Clegane Butcher attachment for your Cav that you can use
Yes.
for your in-faction points. Because again, we'll reiterate that those free 4 points are only spent on in-faction attachments. So they do have a few other options that weren't shown in these changes for ranged units that work okay. They still have Tyrion at 1 point. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They have the Clegane Cav attachment. So Lannisters, I think, are looking pretty happy overall. They got options. List building's not a strain too much on the brain. So yeah, congratulations to them. All right. All right, Rob Stark, King of the North. King of the North. What do we think about officially outflank now?
I think he's really good now.
Yeah, I think so too. Not containing Eddard Stark is kind of people really love their
It is.
they really love their Eddard NCU, but after deployment outflank is pretty nice.
Yep. And
And
then just the general +1 influence
yeah,
is absolutely insane.
yeah,
Plus the move.
I can't think of. Well, it combos so well with like, it's really cool. So people are a little sad about the Caitlyn to swords to berserkers assault orders is no longer like that.
Yeah.
That was a go-to combo, right?
Mhm.
And I totally get it, and it sucks to see something that like you rely on change. You're like that. Like, what am I gonna do now? Well,
Yep.
maybe try Rob Stark to swords assault orders, because surprise extra speed when people thought that they were out of range is gonna be pretty
Yep.
is gonna be pretty nice.
And Starks have ways to get auto six.
Yeah, I mean you can really fly. You can really fly. Uh,
Yeah.
you got swift reposition, activate Rob Stark, take swords, assault orders. It's gonna be, and you got Kranok survivalists everywhere, ignoring terrain.
Yep.
Yeah,
And reckless heroism.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see lots of which is how I've always imagined Starks anyways, just flying around the board and pinging people on their sides and flanks.
Yeah.
So Rob Stark,
That's Rob Stark.
great change. All right,
Uh,
Umber champion. What do we got here? Just
Umbra champion.
you just got added
Uh,
for your stars. Is that right?
Yeah. That's what you got.
That's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Just make a bold. Why not?
Why not? Yeah. It's not super vibey with Starks. They have other ways for vulnerable tokens to pop out, especially when you charge. But
Yeah.
as far as theme with Umbers, I think it's nice. It's really nice. Berserkers are a flat attack, so having that vulnerable, vicious, and highest dice is very synergistic with your Berserkers. So I think that's what they're going for, and it's a job well done. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. It just the insight and the already kind of vulnerable does patch with the Stark deck a bit.
Brandon
Yeah.
Hodor, what happened here? Did they drop a point?
Oh, good. I think that's exactly what happened.
'Cause it looks the
No,
same.
changes to Hodor. Changes to Hodor.
Oh, changed to Hodor.
I believe. No. Oh, that's what it is. Enemies it disengages from cannot pivot when it uses Hodor.
Okay, all right. So more of that, sneaky Stark all over the field in your flank and rear play. I love it. I love it. That's fun. Oh, the wolf pack is back, man. The wolf pack.
Wolfpack
is
is
back.
back.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. We gotta watch out for that little Hodor added bonus there. Brendan Tolley is down a point. That I know. He used to be 2,
Yep.
and that is a nice
Dumpstar.
that is a nice array of abilities for a point.
Yep.
Even though Tolley
Yeah.
doesn't matter at the moment, Tolley doesn't.
Why is this a thing?
I think it's hilarious that it's still a thing. Like, he's had that added for a while now. Oh man.
The Blackfish coming to a commander near you.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, let's see. What could really, the Tully shields, right? They don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. I guess they're nailing it with where they want you to put stuff.
I think he goes in basically any Stark unit because hey, Dauntless,
Yeah.
on resolve.
Yeah,
You're gonna pass your panics and then you're gonna heal.
Yeah, he fits very well into your heal machine lists with your Tully Cav and Edderton CU and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Great.
All right.
Jojen.
Jojen, huge change for Jojen.
Yep. I don't know
First
what
of
to
all,
think.
1 point.
Yeah. Well, that's
First
huge.
of all, he's 1 point.
When I saw that, I was like, yes, and then I realized his ability changed. So
Yeah. So now twice per game. After dice are rolled, you can reroll them.
pretty much, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. That's when that unit is when that unit rolls dice, you can reroll them because it can be used for attack dice or defense dice.
Yep. I think
And
they
that's
were
after seeing dice.
Yeah, after
So
seeing dice
you don't
is
have to
good.
waste it.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna vibe well with a surprise shot from Howland, of course. He makes a unit Kranigman, and he's gonna go so nice in with the new Bowman that we're gonna look at in a minute. But
Yeah.
That's going to be some scary stuff. But you know, he can even go in some crossbows, golden chromity crossbows or whatever now, and get those rerolls, surprise rerolls. So it's
Trying
gonna,
to do those at long range.
yeah, it's gonna be annoying. Um,
Yep.
but I do like the flexibility. It kind of makes you think that he might, you know, he might be useful in something that's a little more up close. So
Sort of like putting Domino NCU into a unit.
yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think he'll be used.
Yeah, I can see him a lot. All right, moving on down. Serial Pharrell.
Yeah,
Uh, this is a little bit sad for him.
yeah, yeah. This is the one when someone
Yeah, so
when everything blew up, we were like, oh, they murdered my boy. you know.
yeah, no longer has Agile. Said he has Water Dance.
Yeah, the agile is what everybody used him for.
Yeah.
Like when you did spend the 2 points just to be funny, like it was for agile. So this kind of sucks.
Yeah. Uh, so now, every time his unit loses rank, the attacker becomes vulnerable.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I mean, you already had ways to make them vulnerable, so
Yeah, I don't know, man. What is up with this?
I
Is
don't know.
is that really water dancing? Each time a rank in
Yeah,
this unit is
I,
that's more like a revenge thing, right? I don't know. That's kind of
yeah,
it's kind of weird. They need to take more time on this one. Give this an F
yeah.
minus. Give this one an F minus. That's 1 point.
Oh,
1 point for precision.
actually,
Uh,
I'm going to give this an I for incomplete.
yeah. There you go. You cannot turn this in. this, this doesn't meet the this doesn't meet the minimum requirements of the assignment. Uh, that's a
I
little
need this to be 3 pages double spaced.
yeah yeah. That's a little sad.
You can give me a doodle.
Not much else to say. It doesn't vibe. Yeah, I don't think it vibes with anything. It's really, I guess maybe you need Arya Stark to bring him. So you get hit, you take a rank, they become vulnerable. Oh no, then you can't Arya after that anyways, because then it's your turn.
No.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
dumb. This sucks.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move
All
on.
right.
Let's move on and hope for a hot fix.
All right. Who was captain? Oh, spirit numbers changed, so now it's same or fewer as we saw globally.
Yeah. So another faction that can ignore weakened.
Yep.
You know, I'm just getting really sad here. As a as a person that loves to play Boltons, this is just... all right. Anyway,
Here's the thing. For Berserkers, I actually like Lil's captain more than the Umber champion.
okay, so you got the vulnerable, same thing, but now with superior numbers, you can't be weakened and rerolls no matter what.
And he rerolls. Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. So who cares? Who cares about rolling a 1 as long as you get there? All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, the trigger of the vicious and highest dice doesn't conflict with a lot of or it does conflict the insight with a lot of start cards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's
So Lil's captain doesn't conflict.
mm-hmm. Cool.
You get rerolls, which I think is worth giving up to maybe 2 dark dice and vicious, because it's always
yeah.
it's probably always.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fine balance though, because the berserkers do get thrashed at first, and then they start toughening up over time. So the superior like you need to be the one to initiate the charge, right? Like
Yeah, but I mean that's what Starks do anyways. So
that's true. It's true. So how about we saw a lot of focus on the Lord of Carhold, Rickard Karstark. What is just superior
it's
numbers?
also just superior numbers again.
But what a great change. So another possible source of not being able to use weakened on Stark units.
Yep.
I kind of like that because I guess this is like touching a point that I think everyone's kind of vibing with, which is This feels really good because it's a commander that no one used that now you kind of want to use, and I think that's what people were hoping for a lot more of. And this is not the commander update. This was the attachments update. So
Yeah.
when we see a commander touch like this, it's like, all right, and then everybody else is like, wait, what about my commanders? Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, let's try not to compare people's goodie bags from the party. You know, you got what you got, and this is just a nice bonus because of the superior numbers change. It's just kind of just was just happened he just happened to have superior numbers, I guess.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, you can with some captains and some Rickard, you can have a can't spend a week in army. So that's nice.
Yep. And moving on, we have Richard Kirkstrick again, but this time the attachment, and he went from 2 points to 1 point. So now he will actually be used.
You think so?
I mean, he's 1 point.
Yeah, the uncontrolled rage has always been a weird thing. I don't know. Like you can't.
I mean,
it's, uh,
put him in the berserkers and watch him go. I mean, Stark Fury's real good for berserkers.
yeah, that's true. Okay, all right. We got some berserker.
Centering 1 point.
We got some berserker options out there.
Yeah.
uh,
You noticed the berserker update.
yeah, definitely. Like no longer. Yeah, it changed from how you used to use them, and now there's all these options for them. All
Yep.
right. So, what I forgot to do is, um, you know, Serial Pharrell can't even really be good in a ranged unit, but Water Dance does work in a ranged unit. Just to point that out. Yeah. So if you get hit by
We're not
rain,
be seeing him.
we're not going to be seeing him anyways. Okay, so Jojen Reed. Jojen Reed is our range so far.
Yep.
And now we have Brendan Tully, a cab
And
attachment.
Tully,
Yeah.
Vanguard Infiltrator. He went from 2 points to 1 point.
Yeah,
So
that's.
now you
We're definitely seeing this guy for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe not in the King of the North NCU list because you don't really want more than one outflank,
Hmm.
um, but holy cow, yeah, this is gonna make Totally Cav even worse.
I think we're going to see him a lot more in Outriders, and we'll see why later.
Okay, but yeah, that's great for Starks.
Yep.
Maggie Mormont,
Uh,
same thing, I think, just down to 1 point.
Yep, down to 1 point.
Yeah.
Good on fighting, good ability, unyielding, good ability.
Yeah,
All
these
for
are.
1 point.
This is also a berserker attachment. What do you know? Do you really want to come into the berserkers? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you sure you just don't want me to hit you? Are you sure? All right.
Okay, here's the one of the big ones here.
All right,
Kranog,
big one.
yeah, Kranog Survivalist. Did his stuff change or just the back of his card? I don't even know. I never saw him.
Yes, it's just the back.
Okay.
So now he's limited. You can only take two in a list. But the first one is free if you take Helen Reed. He also ignores attachment restrictions.
Yeah, that's the big one. Icing on the cake. So
Yeah, so if
What-
you're full up and you still got uh, attachment points left over, just throw them in any unit.
yeah, Pathfinder's good, so good, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
but Elusive Escape, oh boy, yeah, this is awesome. Awesome for Starks.
Yeah.
Awesome for the playstyle that we are seeing a lot more being able to be capable of.
It's awesome for Rob.
Yeah,
Commander.
yeah,
Yeah, I definitely want to try out a list with Rob and Ukrainog.
I mean, the first thought, right? Put Robin Dervishes and add this guy to the unit.
Yep.
Like, it's
Yeah,
you got to try it out. It looks
see.
amazing. We'll see what happens.
it just works.
It just works.
Uh,
Champion.
yeah, you're gonna see Ukrainog's. You're gonna be seeing Ukrainog some rivals a lot.
Yeah, I think so.
Basically every list, I think.
I think mostly because it's just weird list building at the moment. He might not stick
Yeah.
around as much once people figure out how to tweak their lists exactly how they want. But for now, it's like, yeah, I'll just add a survivalist in, and we're fine. So, So I think we'll see
Okay.
him. We'll see him more in the early days of season 6, and probably less later on. But we'll see.
Mhm. All right, Winterfell champion.
Yeah,
Uh, Also limited, so only two in a unit or in a list. And then the first one is free if you bring Eddard.
yeah. This was unnecessary.
Yeah,
Eddard is the Lord of Winterfell. All of these guys are his attachments. This is just kind of
mhm.
weird. Um,
And here's the thing: sure, having attachment for free is nice, but you got 4 points for attachments anyways. Why do
yeah,
you need it to be free? And also, it doesn't ignore attachment restrictions like the Patagoman.
yeah,
So,
exactly. So this is like the champion of the faith type of deal.
like, if you're going wide, sure, like having the free point might help. But if you're sticking to like 4 elite units, you're not going to see them.
Yeah, this is weird. Uh, this
Yeah.
is it's like it's funny just because where I was just mentioning like I wanted to see more theme stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's like they I guess that was their intent here, but Eddard's theme is the whole faction, so it doesn't really make sense to me. I guess honor guard, Winterfell guards, whatever. I don't know. I'm not,
And like,
and the ability itself, right? Crit blow doesn't all the Stark guys have crit blow already? Isn't that
it feels like it.
yeah? So this
Like, I
is
know Swords Friends do.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Um, Anywho, uh,
Yeah.
give that a C minus. I guess they tried. C for effort, but
Yeah.
I wanted to see that theme type of thing like a lot of other places. This is not needed. So, but that's okay. Hey, they're trying. All right,
Yep.
so we
All right.
have a
Starting
few
with
tactics cards.
cards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we were talked about same thing, those attack die.
Yep,
Then we have Meiji Mormont, Sustained Assault.
yep.
Uh,
This is a buff, right?
I believe so. I believe the Vulnerable was the buff.
Yeah. Well, I think it was something else, and it changed. I don't remember now already. I don't have season
Well,
5.
yeah. In any case, it's high stack die, rerolls, and if it's House Mormont, the defender becomes vulnerable.
Yeah, it's a solid card.
Yeah.
It's still melee, which is I think what they're trying to encourage more and more every patch. Like you guys should be
Mm-hmm.
swinging swords at each other more. So um,
Yeah.
I think as everything kind of goes that way, the card becomes stronger. So it's good. It's decent.
Yep. All right. And then we have the F minus for number players.
Oh
Zerker
man,
Tactics.
yeah.
This is
I
a nerf.
but
This is a big nerf.
it's I
I
don't
think it's warranted.
It is definitely warranted. I just want to just say, okay, there's vulnerable everywhere already. Okay, in the
Yep.
stars. Okay,
Oh, there's
you
critical
you were
everywhere already in stars.
yeah. There's okay. That's true. That's true. But maybe not everywhere. Anyway, like berserkers, for example.
Sure.
But what was I kidding at? Oh, so you can do what? 3 extra wounds on the card before. Is that right?
You would be doing 4 extra wounds.
Oh shit! Yeah, that changes my math.
Yeah.
I was just trying to say like going from lowest to highest and adding sundering,
Mm-hmm.
and probably wouldn't need the other ones in a chart like from a charge from a crit blow unit, which Starks have a lot of that are low. You add highest ice and sundering. That's still probably 4 extra wounds that you're gonna get out of that, right? But now you're only taking 2 wounds to get that. So definitely 3. So that's what my math was before in my head. I was like, yeah, it's about the same depending on the situation. You're getting the extra, about the same amount of extra wounds. It's just you got to be. It's not so blanket easy to use now. So that kind of like makes
Yeah.
sense. The things shouldn't be so easy. Slap down Here's 4 wounds gone. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of crazy before. So I kind of
It's,
I'm a kind of a fan, even though it's a
oh,
nerf.
I'm a fan of the change. It's just a nerf.
Yeah, so I wouldn't call it an F minus as far as as rating the change, but
Oh, gotcha.
yeah. So I think it's more of a I really like the change. So
Yeah.
I think it's a
B
stellar.
plus B. Mm.
The only thing
All right.
is, I think it's now. Did the trigger change too?
Uh,
That might be the biggest,
it
because
might have been. It might have been after. Yeah.
one of the cards, I think it was tactics, was after rolling attack dice. So now this
Mhm.
conflicts with everything else. So that is the biggest part of the
Yep.
nerf. That kind of sucks, actually. So
Yeah.
so that's actually hurts more than the ability itself changing.
Yep.
Interesting.
All right. Moving on to the units.
Yeah.
Star Sword Swords got go down fighting. So they're just better.
They got go down fighting. That is sounds like the Stark way to victory. So
Yep.
I'm a fan. I don't think they needed it. I don't know.
I don't think they needed it.
I don't
I think they
know.
were fine.
I don't know
before.
who was complaining about Stark swords. They're so good.
Yeah.
Um,
They are.
and and there's attachments that give. I think there's multiple attachments that give go down fighting. So that's just kind of weird. But congratulations to Starks. They got
Yeah. I mean, any start for this, you're going to see a crit blow and go down fighting.
yeah, and possibly superior numbers everywhere. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that too. All right. Stark Outriders.
mhm.
This is a global change to ambush. So now, whenever you successfully charge in the flank arena, you get the full bounty of condition tokens. And this is why I think we're going to see Mr. Bryn Totally Vanguard Infiltrator in Stark Outriders.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Um, it's kind of crazy. I don't know why they did this.
I mean, I like it.
You think it was like was ambush needing this? I mean, it's just more tokens. So many like
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was weakened and panicked, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, panicked vulnerable, huge. Weakened vulnerable, pretty good. But panicked weakened, but now you got the full Monty. So you
Yeah,
get everything.
I guess it's just a little sad that the Starfall Knights didn't get a buff to their ability, and this got a buff.
Oh god, well,
Uh,
I have no idea what Star Paul's Knights
Uh,
did or didn't do before.
you have to be in the flank or
Okay.
rear to get 2 tokens, I think. And I don't know. This
Uh, Alright.
they should have just got ambush.
Yeah.
So, but ambush,
Alright.
yeah, there you go. Got a buff.
ambush buff.
Ambush buff.
All right. Then we have Stark Bowman.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So now it used to be if the defender rolled a 1, they got weakened.
Yep.
All right, now it's just anytime they suffer wounds from the arrows, they become weakened.
Yeah. This is a huge improvement. It's funny how we're just talking about how, like pushing towards melee, and then they do this. This is this is solid. Put Jojen in here. Surprise shots, weaken people when it's their turn. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
Suck for the opponent, I should say. This is great for the
Yeah.
bowman. I think this is fantastic. It's not crazy, especially with all the avoiding spending of weakened tokens that we're seeing. I can't believe it. I haven't. This is like an initial reaction almost to me because I haven't looked at every single piece of this yet. So this is a lot of avoiding weekend tokens that I'm seeing.
All right. Wrapping up Starks.
Wrapping up Starks. So Starks have two. They have a character and generic option for Cav, just like Lannisters. So they're happy with the Cav. They're definitely happy with the ranged attachment options with Jojen. And was there another one? I can't remember. Oh, Overwatch. The Cranog guy.
Oh, yeah, the Overwatch.
Yeah. So they're ranged. So Sox are looking really happy with list building. I think you have to think a little bit to not just use Zerker tactics, which is fine, and plan out your assault orders a little bit more, and that's fine. So I think with everything else that they got is a huge positive. Another solid faction. I think update.
Yeah. I think an A minus for them as well.
Yeah, a couple things were off, but it's pretty solid.
Yeah. All right. Moving on down to Free Folk.
Yeah. So I'm not very knowledgeable, but I am very,
Neither am I.
very, but I'm very, very interested. Uh, I always have been. I've always wanted to play the Free Folk Free Folk and Targs are my most wanted. Like, that's what I want to play the game with because it's a game and it's fun and it's not just soldiers. It's monsters and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I just love that kind of stuff. Plus, it's ice and fire, right? Ice and fire.
Yeah.
So I might be getting into Free Folk pretty soon, and I think it might be the right time. So,
All right. So first up, we have Chosen Steer. He got Fearless Charge, which is pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Single point.
I mean, it's Fearless Charge.
Single point.
Wonderful.
Generic attachment. Spam them all you want. There you go.
Yeah. I think he go easily into Raiders.
Oh yeah, go down fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
kind of
do Raiders still have adaptive?
Raiders do. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see what how Free Folk shake up with Raiders and their free attachments.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I was looking at Stormcrow Mercenaries too. It's kind of weird. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. All right, Rattle Shirt. What do we got here?
All right, Rather sure. Ruthless Slaughter. He lost Spread Fear and now he's fueled by Slaughter. So you have Sustained now, but he's still 2 points.
Okay. Feel by Slaughter's pretty
Honestly,
damn good.
I preferred the Spread Fear with Intimidating Presence.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Free Folk do need that Fueled by Slaughter, so
I mean, do they?
Yeah.
That reform.
I don't know. I think they do just without knowing the faction super well. Like some more sustained helps, and I think I should probably pull up what you want to put in this guy. The Bone Lord's Chosen.
Bone Lord's Chosen. Yeah.
Yeah. So that probably goes well with that tank of it, or not tank, but that's a crazy ass unit that can really utilize Fuel by Slaughter because they don't have no one really has good defense in Free Folk. So I think it's a good change, but
yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Roadster Commander. All right. So
this is a whole video.
Yeah.
Rattle Shirt deserves a whole video. So we're not going to do him justice. So Free Folk players don't yell at us. But go ahead.
So this is like his third revision, like complete overhaul.
Yeah. Well, I think this time it was just like pretty much the same. I think they did this last time too. It's like pretty much the same. They just make him easier and easier to attach the cards.
Yeah. So now he's got his Order Trophy Hunter. Whenever a friendly combat unit activates, just search your deck for one of his tax cards and add it to your hand.
Yeah.
Just grab it.
That's pretty good.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's also discard pile, so if the unit dies, hey, get those trophies back.
Yeah.
And then Trophy Collector.
Recycle the trophies.
Yeah. You don't, Trophy Collector, you don't have to attach them to his unit. You can attach them to other units, and he still gets the benefits. Which is big.
Wow. I missed that when looking at this the first time. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Holy cow. Okay, Rattle Shirt, I see you. Let's just skip down. I'm going to scroll down since we're on the Rattle Shirt Commander topic because all of his cards also changed. So I'm going to scroll down 2 pages.
Yeah. All right.
I think the biggest thing with his cards is it changed from needing a rank kill to any wounds. Right? I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which is what Boltons need. Hello.
Yeah, Jesus.
Because they still have abilities that trigger off of ranks. Anyways.
Yep.
I think one of the cards also just got buffed, but the main thing is the triggers, if I remember right.
Yeah. I mean, I never knew Rallister's cards before, so I'm not going to say what changed or what didn't.
Yep. So we're giving you giving you professional service here, guys, on this stream.
Oh,
This,
yeah.
yeah. Everything
Definitely
everything is updated to season 6 already, so I can't even look, which is kind of funny.
Joe, he knows these cards.
Yeah. The main point, big buffs for Rattleshirt. Big buffs.
Yep.
Um,
I think I definitely have to try him out when I get a chance.
absolutely. Oh, do you have?
Right.
Oh, do you have the faction?
Oh yeah, I still got the faction.
What?
I don't think I have three full heroes that Rallister comes in, but I got the faction.
That's funny. Okay. Weeper.
All right, going back up to Reaper
Yeah.
attachments.
Just drop a point.
So it's actually just both of them. Changed to Grizzly example.
Changes to Grizzly example. Oh, was he already 1 point? Okay.
Yeah.
Start of any turn suffers. This unit suffers a hit, not even a wound.
Yeah, just a hit.
Target all enemies in short range. They become panicked. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's better than Reek.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Reek get that?
Well, Reef is naked, so yeah.
It's just that's funny. I guess I don't know. I guess Reek actually has better odds of surviving than the Grizzly.
Yeah, because the Weeper, his unit's all wearing armor, so they just get hit, but maybe they can survive it.
Right.
Theon Reef is not wearing armor, so he can dodge a lot more. Sometimes he'll just get hit and die.
Ramsey's more delicate with Reek because he's just toying with him. All right, ambitious, yeah, solid.
Yep.
So they gave him a little chance to survive the hit. I guess I think because it was panicked before, short range panic. So
okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So I
same thing for Commander.
Same thing for Commander. Okay, cool.
All right. And then we have Walrus Clan Chieftain. I believe he lost resilience and gained hardened. And went from 2 points to 1 point.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say he was not 1 point before, and this is insane.
Yeah.
This is a little bonkers.
I mean, resilience was very good.
Resilience is very good, and the 2 points would have been fine with the new rules. Mm-hmm. So I see what you're saying. But 1 point Iron Resolve and Harden and Free Folk, I think we're going to see a lot of Walrus Clan Chieftains.
Yeah. And a lot less Raiders.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. Well, you can still do the Raider thing, right? If you want to. Maybe add
Absolutely.
1 or 2, but this guy really helps out your other units. I'm a little worried. This is one of the things that I was hoping wouldn't happen is just have a super stellar generic attachment, and then that's what all that we'll see, and this kind of seems that way. The chieftain looks really good. Yeah. We have bloody beheadings.
Yep. So that is so no longer has remorseless examples, which was the corpse pile or panicked if you killed a rank. Now we have bloody beheadings.
Yeah, I know people are super up on bloody beheadings. It's still it's a destroy a rank card, which is one of those tough ones that can.
Each enemy in long range becomes panicked. If they're already panicked, they suffer 1 panic test.
Yeah, so that goes well with his commander with Grizzly examples. It goes well with that. Yep. It's fine. I just really wish the corpse pile card would have just changed to start off round. You get the pile, just like Othel's card. That would have been so nice. But we'll see if people's reactions are in tune with this, and it's going to be amazing. I guess I don't know. I'm not super up on it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Then we have Great Walrus's Strength. This is a start friendly turn attach.
Yeah.
And when that unit activates, it destroys 1 wound. And if it's in short range when it activates, it removes condition token.
Yeah, this is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that card
Yeah.
because
Uh,
it's an activate. It's one of it's keeping with the theme of the update. It's a activate, remove weakened, attack.
yep.
That's great. Weekenders. I know weekend was really strong. People are probably happy with a lot of the weekend nerf, I guess. But
Hmm.
I just don't like how it's being done. I guess because it's not game wide. It's a lot stronger in some factions than others. All right. Anyways, I think that's a
All
good.
right. What about
Yeah, that's a good card.
Mammoth? All right. This is one I have not looked at
Oh,
at all.
this is from what I've seen in the interwebs. This is people are mammoth happy, very mammoth happy.
Mammoth
I
happy.
yeah
Finally, they get to shine again.
yeah they got +1 dice and changed to rampage. I think it's the reroll charge dice. Um,
Uh,
I don't know if other things has changed in rampage, but those two are what I recognize. So there you go.
all right.
Time for mammoth.
6 points,
Mammoth time has
8
come.
wounds.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, speed 6, reroll and charge. That's pretty good, actually. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about only one.
And they have a stomp on their way out, kind of like Mag.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool. I like the mammoth. I like the mammoth.
Yeah. I could see I could see one or two in it. I could see one in a mag list. I don't think I'd see two. Uh,
Yeah.
Especially since you can't put free attachment points on them.
I wonder though. It's a monster, so can the mammoth swap his action for throwing a boulder in a mag list?
I think it's a giant only for
Oh.
max cards.
That would have been cool. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not super
All right.
familiar. All right. Next up.
All right. And then speaking of mag,
Yeah.
so mag is 5 points normally, but also in a mag list, unspent attachment points reduce his cost. So now, if you don't use any attachments, you get 1 point mag.
What? Yeah. This. It's a little bananas.
So that so hey, it's much easier to fit a mammoth in.
Absolutely. The first thing I thought of was I know people were like, "Oh, I can just make a monster heavy list," which is great, and that's definitely happening. If I get a chance to do it, I'm doing it. But I think you'll find a balance of putting in like one rock star, one rock star infantry list, or sorry,
Yeah, one voucher on those short one of the words chosen.
yeah. There's probably synergy that I don't know off the top of my head, where you really want either a ranged unit or some panic or something from an infantry unit and that costs 1 or 2 attachment points and just fits in real nice. I haven't messed around with it yet, but don't just count this as only more monsters. Like try to I bet there's synergy out there that is not found that you can put in a tray of dudes that could complement your monsters. So we'll see what happens. But this
Yeah.
is kind of
All right.
crazy.
Yeah, thoughts on free folk. Wrapping it up.
Yeah, free folk. Also, buffs, and buffs. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think there was a miss on the Arma Vanguard,
Harm of
that
Bank.
cavalry unit that nobody's ever seen before.
Oh
Because it's bad.
yeah. There are 0 attachments for that.
There's 0 attachment for that.
Uh huh.
There's 0 bus for it. So
0 buffs.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, because it needed something and it didn't get it.
Yeah. They're not known for their ponies up in the north, so
Yeah.
it's a little miss there, but it's also understandable.
Hey, if they made it like 1-2-1 and it's a good unit, that'd be respectable. But it's just kind of trash.
Yeah. So there's not much to pick out in these guys. I know that there's some that they already have that are nice in ranged units, but they don't really have super strong ranged units anyways.
Yeah.
But I think so overall, I think free folk are very happy.
Yeah. Definitely want to see what new Ravager does in new bag.
Yep.
Yeah, probably try to play them on Sim sometime.
Yeah, rattle shirt. We'll probably see a lot of rattle shirt and mag for sure, popping around.
Yeah.
And
All right.
walrus. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. Load on down to neutrals,
Okay.
and you're a neutral guy, so take it away.
Oh boy. Um. Well, our commanders are all to ourselves. Yay. Um. First and foremost, in the neutral theme, we have the motivated by coin change. That's a huge one. So I like it. I will say it kind of fits the theme of free attacks being pretty much removed or nerfed for the most part. And the ability is good. The ability is fine. It's solid. I just wish they would have followed through with it for neutrals because you see it a lot in neutrals. It's a neutral thing motivated by coin, and there's not like a way for us to say, the enemy doesn't count as controlling bags this round. They can actually take Peter and take bags, and just nerf and just ruin our motivated by coin for the whole round. So it's kind of like I like the direction, I like the ability change, but they didn't like follow through with it. So I'm a little, it's kind of for me, kind of meh. If Dario's card would have that negotiations card that everybody like thinks sucks really bad because it does, would have just had a line in there that says your opponent doesn't control bags this round, no matter what. Boom, solved. Gave Dario a little love, gave Motivated by Coin a little love, but as it is right now, we'll just have to see. I'm gonna have to see on the table because at least it's just like the one that we talked about earlier. Top of the round, first turn. He's not gonna have bags, right? So you get re-rolls and restore a wound. So it's also pushing that. How to play the game a little bit more, like we talked about. You don't take the tactics board right away. You activate units. So it's kind of it's okay. We do have good cav attachments, so I get to shove that in people's faces. Free glory seekers and fortune seekers. I don't, which is kind of funny. Let's see. Nightly Vow got an update. It's pretty good. Same thing. Top of round, first turn. Don't control swords. Don't control bags. You can have rerolls +1 to hit. Restore a wound. So that synergizes pretty good. At least in dervishes and Stormcrow mercs. Dauntless to Dario. Sure. Neutrals aren't known for their great morale, but maybe stick them in some bastard girls, I guess. I don't know. They took it off they took it off the Golden Company officer and threw it on him, and lowered the Golden Company officer point. So,
yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Fortune Seeker.
Okay.
And how well he's going to synergize with the Hedge Knights.
Okay.
Because now they get motivated by coin. So rerolls while your opponent does not control bags. And then they also have they get rerolls when you control swords. So, top of the round, they swing. They get rerolls with that, and they heal.
Mm-hmm.
And then your opponent says, "Oh, I want to take swords from you, so you don't get rerolls." Well, you've already got rerolls in Motivated Coin, so I want to take that from you, so you don't get rerolls. Okay, well now I'm just gonna take swords and get rerolls anyways.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Yeah, so it puts your opponent into a dilemma on zone choice.
Yep, I like it. Nice call out. Let's see here. Baran is the big one that everyone's feeling right now. He was the ranged unit guy, and that's why we've been kind of like picking out the ranged unit attachments as we go along here. So he's no longer the ranged unit guy. There you go. Nope. He does a similar thing, like while you control bags, while your opponent does not control bags, he has both on his. So he still vibes with Dario. But it's the motivated by coin thing is just, I wish we had a way to. I wish neutrals had a way to solidify that when it just wasn't our round to take bags, and they end up taking
Yeah.
bags, and now we're just shit out of luck. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of underwhelming and that's going to happen a couple rounds a game, But yeah, so there you go,
We have the
Braun.
GCO.
Yeah. GCO. So this is kind of a funny one because when first previewed, people didn't know about the free attachment points only going to in faction attachments, and we thought we were going to see double elephants.
Yeah.
And then surprise, only neutrals are going to have the double elephants still, which which is not going to happen, by the way.
No.
Because you want to use those free attachment points, and you can't use them on elephants. So we're not going to see elephants at all. Really. Losing Dauntless was really bad, so I don't think we're going to see Golden Company in any form as far
Well,
as
they did go from 2-1.
yeah.
And
But
Bush's charisma, it was good.
no, it's not. Not
It
good.
is.
Like
It's pretty good.
compared to all the other like
Well, hold on.
like
Your
token
invisible faction is not
tokens
good.
tokens are everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess it's just more stuff. Passes the panic test.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of vibes with the Golden Company theme. You stick them in your swordsmen. They go up front. Your crossbows shoot while engaged, and you can pass out tokens that
Yeah.
way.
If there were a Golden Company commander where Golden Company affiliation mattered, you'll be seeing him. But apparently that's not the case.
Yeah, one day we'll see double.
Yeah.
We'll see double elephants one day.
Yeah.
And
All right.
crazy pirate guy.
Hey, Lexington Bosun, Dominated Pride, Center for your ranks. So
Yep.
he can be your auto pass guy now.
Yeah. Okay. he's all right, I guess. Interrogate is not really worth it.
Yeah.
I don't. He's just funny. I love him. He's just a funny looking dude, man. I love it so much. I kind of want to cosplay as him, like at nationals or something.
Yeah.
He's got the crazy headband. I love it. Sadistic games change.
Yeah. So now it's hard to use before, and now it's very easy to use. And it's just tokens.
Yeah, it is. I just think it's funny that it could still be useless, especially with how many panic tokens. I'm talking about
neutral.
I'm talking about Boltons. So in neutrals, this is actually pretty good. This is actually a lot better in neutrals than Boltons. All right. So yeah, there you go. Buff to the sadistic games, which was needed. And then we have the 2 unit buffs, which was also awesome.
Yep. House Bolton's Flame Bin went from 4 dice under last rank to 5.
Yep. The Blackguards, speed 5. So yeah,
Speed 5.
They
Huge.
they seem like small things, but if you play the game, you'll know that Blackguards getting speed 5 is a pretty big deal. So
Yep.
we're gonna see some Blackguards holding points a lot more often instead of trying to take people off of them, which is exactly what they needed. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. All right, and move down to Lysing. Chemical Works.
Yeah. So
We got going change, and then same thing for dervishes, but also ambush change.
yeah. So this is the game wide changes in those 2 abilities. Yeah, it's okay.
It's a good unit.
I think it vibes a little better with the dervishes. So, so yeah, it's cool. I can't wait to try these guys out. I know that Starks will be having lots of dervishes experience, so we'll definitely get some.
Yep.
We'll get feedback one way or another.
All right,
Overall,
neutral wrap up.
yeah. Overall, I give it a C maybe.
Yeah.
The neutral list
Black
building.
Light to Love with needed.
Neutral list building is pretty crap at the moment. They really needed a Stormcrow Lieutenant or something to ignore restrictions. And why in the world can you not put Rorge and Biter together still, or Arya and the Hound in the same unit?
Yeah.
Like, that would have helped so
Yeah,
much.
that's-
Yeah. It's a huge miss for me, those 2 specifically. Like, maybe not the Stormcrow Lieutenant, whatever, but, like, those 2, like, come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not even a C. Honestly, it's pretty sad in the neutral world, even with our cav attachments. um,
Yeah.
so I give it a D. Honestly, actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Moving on to Night's Watch.
Nice watch. I am gonna get a sip of water here while you go if you're ready for it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, Carl's off doing that. We have Yorin. Uh, he went from 6 points to 5 points. Uh, I don't, not much else to say about him. Like, saving point is nice, but I don't think his, I don't think it was his points cost that's preventing him from being taken. More of the actual ability, because conscripts not super useful in Ice Watch lists these days, uh, especially when they're coming out at best turn 3, but probably turn 4 or 5. Uh, yeah, there's better options for your NCU slots.
All right, you're in. So what do you think? Is he gonna be taken?
No,
I want to see him taken just to see, but yes, 5 points is still pretty steep. Um, but man, I wish it. I wish it. I hope it works well. That'd be cool to see. Like this be kind of like a thing.
yeah,
Because why let Free Folk and Greyjoys have all the fun with fresh units?
yeah. Honestly, if his ability was just uh, start of any round after round 4 or 5, starting round 4, start of a round, you can deploy a crossfit unit. That'd be good. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, and it'd be kind of like Balon. Like,
Yeah, but
why does he
the
have to?
hoops you have to jump through.
Why does he have to jump through all these hoops and Balon doesn't?
Yeah.
Poor Yoren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on
Oh,
down.
I just thought of an idea. Just
Yeah.
I have to say it because we're live, and what he has to go recruit people, right? So
Uh-huh.
what if like the ability was just once you visit 3 different zones with him, like because he's traveled to 3 different places, and then you can just pop out a conscript. Boom! I solved it. You're welcome, Simon. That should
No, here's what we do. You can activate and not obtain the zone to get 2 order tokens.
okay. Fine. You can just be better than me. That's fine. You go ahead. You're in charge of design. All right.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on. Benjamin Stark. Change the ambush.
Change an ambush. Boom. There you go.
Yep.
Awesome freaking attachment. Period.
Yep. Sentinel. Ambush.
Great in
Fantastic.
Great in your Ranger Hunters.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Too bad he and cold hands don't like each other.
The-
Never see eye to eye.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a quote about him looking in the mirror somewhere that I'm missing.
All right. Sam Rose Harley went from 2 points to 1 point.
Yeah.
Very good. We're gonna see him.
Yep.
We're gonna see him a lot.
Yep. We're gonna see him. That's
Yep.
that's solid.
He is just as good as sharing attachment.
Yep. I think better, but um,
I don't know. The counter strategy from Tyrion is very good when it works.
when it works, when you
Works.
when you got your unit up there, Sam can sit in a crossbow unit or long range unit and just do this all day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he can.
it's always nice to have a ranged unit attachment, and he's one of them for sure. So there you go.
Yeah. Then we had Edison Tolan. I believe he just went from 2 points to 1.
Okay.
No, Gallus humor change.
Yeah,
He was up at 1 point.
it moved from counting your ranks at the time of using the ability to stacking order tokens. So when he loses a rank, you get an order token, and then you can heal, and then you can heal back up, and you still have the order token. So it is a buff for sure, and
So kind of like old battle scars.
it's better. Yeah, it was kind of like it was like Battle Scars, and now it doesn't matter where you're at the time, as long as you have the order token. And the first when you got 1 token and you can't be targeted by stuff, that's huge. So I think we're gonna see some Dolores Ed play for sure.
Oh god, we're gonna have to remember targeting rules then.
Yeah, targeting rules. Yeah. Oh man. Commander Malister got the Nightly Vow upgrade.
Yep.
Cool. There you go. Done. A little bit better, and that's
Yep.
it. So nice.
And then Cutter Pike Assault Orders, same thing as everybody else.
Yep. I don't think. Let's see. Off the top of my head, I can't think of a Night's Watch unit that has a stellar lowest dice stat. Like, they're good, but they're not like berserker good or anything like that. So.
Yeah. Well, that's not. Berserkers aren't their lowest. Like, oh yeah, because they start at 7 and go to 9. So yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Berserkers are good.
Like I think most Night's Watch lowest dice is 5. Maybe that would be the best. Yeah. So there you go. Straight nerf to assault orders and Cutter Pike. But you know they have ways to add dice so those things can stack. You can add dice and still be rolling at lowest dice. So I think Night's Watch will be fine with that.
Yep. Then we have the Ranger Vanguards. This is just ambush again.
Ambush again. There you go.
Yep.
So a buff to Vanguards was not needed, but there you go.
Yep. All right. So that's Night's Watch. Very few changes for them.
Very few. Yeah.
The biggest is the Samwell.
Yeah, Sam is going to be used, I think, a lot. Yorin might be experimented with, and Vanguards you can still see lots of Vanguards. So there you go.
Yep. I did want to see a nerf to the Stone Throwers just a bit.
Yeah.
There's still a negative play experience because you don't really get to play the game when you're playing against them.
I think what they thought was taking Vargo out was the nerf. Because I think the message they got was it was Vargo with Stone Throwers that was the problem. And
Gotcha.
And that's not the only Stone Thrower problem. But
yeah, it's not.
But it was a very common list build, Vargo and Stone Thrower. So
yeah,
at least we won't see that.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on down to the Baratheons.
Yeah, not interested. there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit here.
We're not going to skip them.
Yeah. No. Well, we can speed through. Is Andrew available? He could probably talk about Baratheons.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna check real quick because he asked if. Nope, no response. Okay.
All right. Red Priestess. So she. That's right. Before all attack does suffer 1 wound, gets +1 to hit, and defender becomes panicked or vulnerable on melee. Melee only.
Solid.
Solid.
Yeah.
Take it more.
I think it's like the 4th time they've had a different ability for her, so I can't keep track.
Yeah.
But it's solid. So.
Andrew Estermont, True Conviction is now same or remaining ranks.
That's really
that's a global change.
That's really good though.
Yeah,
that's really good.
All right, and then same with the attachment Andrew Estermont, True Conviction.
Yeah, this is really good. The commander can actually sit in. I know that First of the Kingsmen you want to use melee with the cards, but you can just sit the commander for free in Lightbringers, and just re-roll all day as long as you don't get hit. That's annoying as hell. that's gonna suck. Andrew Estima attachment probably won't be used just because insight is just not that great. But
yeah. Then we have Exoflor from 2 points to 1. It's good.
Yeah, Vicious will. Really? That's a weird ability. It's not good. Intimidating Presence is good though, so I guess the combo of it is nice. But
yeah,
that's weird.
Here's 1 point.
Yeah. Probably won't see him. Davos.
Right. Onion Knights. True Conviction.
Yeah, true. And Supply 8. Oh God. Here come the Lightbringers. Lightbringers all day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Devin Seaworth.
True Convention. Yeah.
True Conviction and he becomes free if you have Stannis.
Okay, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Lightbringer Gunline, is that what we're looking at?
I think it is.
They got solid defense too if you make it over there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. Courtney, Penrose, Commander,
Yeah.
Might of the Throne. So that's the same thing that we talked about with Kevin. Top of round, just charge on to 6, get in there, lots of dice.
Yeah, that's kind of
He's good.
it's kind of weird. It's good, but it doesn't fit. This is a fail in my opinion. They should have swapped this out because his bookkeeping and his like flavor is that he is not the vanguard. He is hanging back.
Yeah.
He's hanging back with your crossbows or whatever. And Might of the Throne does not fit anymore with that. So this kind of sucks. Heart goes out to the Renly players on this one. This was a fail in my opinion, but yeah.
And hey, put him in a unit of Rose Knights, and hey, charging 10. Don't worry about it.
Okay, there you go. There you go. You made it make sense. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. There.
All right. And then attachment, Courtney, Penrose, also Might of the Throne change. But if you have Renly, he's reduced by 1.
Hey, a little flavor. All right.
Hey.
I'd like to see that.
So can I have Renly and 2 units of Rose Knights?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is actually even better for Rose Knights, right? Because Tac Repo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. Okay, cool. Thumbs up on that one.
Yeah. Loris. Let's see.
What happened to Loris?
From 2 points to 1 and lost precision.
Oh.
So now he's just expert duelist on a stick for 1 point.
Yeah, probably won't see him. Sad.
Eh.
Maybe.
Right.
There's more attachments out, right? So.
Yeah. Oh, don't watch Sentinel.
This is insane.
Gain Furious Charge. Holy shit. Gain Furious Charge.
Furious Charge, Dauntless, Pathfinder, 1 point.
So we're going to see the Rose Knight spam. And these guys. And now they're actually going to do damage on the charge. Huzzah.
Yeah, that's just great. Yeah, ignore the terrain, so you can't just block it. You can't clog up the 4-speed Rose Knights. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So a fail. So I'm grading this a fail as well because of with this whole list building change and this big update. You really don't want to see amazing spammable generic attachments. That's what you do not want to see. And here's another one. So, dang. Anyways, Pikeman Captain, another ranged unit. Man, Baratheons are full of good ranged unit options. So that's one thing they can say for sure.
Yep. Leadership Follower. This is a new ability. This unit gains +1 to morale test rolls while in long range of the commander's unit. Hooray!
Man, he looks like that face looks like an actor. I can't think off the top of my head what actor that is. Anyways, yeah, solid. That's a solid attachment. Go gadget gunline. If you're a Renly fan, you're probably gonna do the Rose Knight thing, but that's a solid attachment for your archers. There you go.
Yeah. What archers? they got Thornwatch Sentinels.
Well, they could do other things. They could spend their neutral points on crossbows or Stormcrow archers, but probably not. I mean, Thornwatch. Yeah, I don't know. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's all right. Bryn Furring, True Conviction.
Okay, this is really this is really good for range. Like we talked about earlier, for protection of the crown with Lannisters, it works against range. So True Conviction and Protection of the Crown for 1 point in a archer duel is really nice. That's really nice.
Yep. I'd actually like to see it on Kingsman.
Okay.
Yeah.
They count as controlling crowns. Is that why?
Sorry, not Kingsman. On Queensman.
Queensman. Okay.
So now you definitely aren't getting any damaged. Yeah.
Super tank.
Or maybe hold on. I should forget Queensman. Maybe they already reroll and cannot spend vulnerable.
Okay.
I'll also look at them.
Yep. I just see that
I'll
bow.
pull them up.
I see that bow and arrow. I think this is pretty stellar. You can just walk up with a ranged unit and battle the other ranged unit and win with this. This is really nice.
Alright.
So,
Queensman.
oh, we're gonna look it up.
There they are.
What do we think?
So Queen's Blade. While your opponent does not control crowns, opponents cannot spend vulnerable and panic tokens on this unit. So, maybe not on Queensman because you already can't spend vulnerable.
Okay.
So they get the rerolls, but maybe you take something else other than Queensman and make them, and then you make them Queensman, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I like it though. That's a good attachment. I like it.
Yeah.
Giard.
Giard Merrigan, the green.
Giard the Green.
Let's see, where is he?
Counter Strike, Dauntless, 1 point.
What's the increase? Yep.
Go
Counter Strike and Dauntless for 1 point.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Not like a crazy amount of weekends in Renly, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Counter Strike's just kind of a, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably won't see him.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't seeing Wardens before, and they have it, so, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Robar Royce, yeah.
Also points decrease. So, for 1 point, Fuse Charge and Reckless Strikes.
Now that I like. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep. There's your aggressor unit. Yep. Sentinels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun.
All right.
Just put them in something with Sundry.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right. And then we have tax cards, Soul Orders change, and Sustained Assault change.
Yep. Poor Andrew.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, I thought this is how out of touch.
incredible.
This is how out of touch with Baratheon's am. I was like, oh, that don't matter because they have that unit that has 7 dice on every rank. But that changed.
No.
That changed, right?
Yeah.
So, whoops. Good thing I didn't say that when it first dropped. But I'm sure they'll be fine.
All right. So that's Baratheon's.
Yeah. A lot of ranged attachment options. Rose Knight Pump. Lightbringer Pump. So, there you go. I think an average score. I don't know. Maybe C. It's still mostly buffs. Yeah, B minus. I think it's solid.
Yeah.
Did we even rate? What was it before? Night's Watch. Night's Watch was kind of a C minus, right? That was kind of Okay.
Yeah. Moving on to Targs.
Oh, the happy fat man. What changed with him? Didn't he have tokens before?
Change to Lyria's Boon. It's placed 1 condition token. It used to be weakened. So now it's any condition token.
Oh. Did he have 2 order tokens or 3 before?
It may have been 3.
Might have been 3 too. So okay, but he's still good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. Going on to Jorah Mormont's commander.
If it was a nerf, I was tired of seeing him anyways, so it's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Ambush. Yeah.
Ambush. Yep. We knew that. Dario, we already went over because he's Stormcrow.
Yep.
Same things.
Yep.
Bearson, Nightly Vow Change.
Nightly Vow Change. Yep. Went over that. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Little buff to Barry.
Right. Then we have the Blood Rider attachments.
Oh Lord. Lord in heaven.
All 1 point now.
They're all
Blood Rider.
All 1 point. All Blood Rider. Unit can't become weakened. Like not even just can't spend it. Just can't become weakened.
Yep. So
this is
huge.
This is what we're gonna see a lot of right here.
Screw spam with these guys.
Yeah, weaken being one of the most powerful things in the game. Here you go. Here's your solution.
Yep.
This is gonna suck. And Screamer's not getting nerfed, I believe. So there you go. 4 Screamers, 4 Blood Riders, and There's also an infantry. There's a way for infantry to avoid weakened as well. So
Yep.
purely no weakened target armies are a thing, and they'll probably be very very strong. So there you go.
Yep. All right.
I don't.
Bring Beast Captain in.
Nothing else to say there.
Yeah.
Drop a point.
Drop point and last time resolve.
Oh,
It was just Insight, Furious Charge. 1
okay.
point.
Yeah, damage. There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Insight still an iffy ability. The Furious Charge is decent.
Yeah, insight's less conflicting, I think, in Targs when it comes to before dice are rolled. So it's a little bit better in Targs. So I think that's a solid little infantry bruiser attachment there for your swords masters or something. Yeah.
Then we have Marcellin, went from 2 points to 1. So Dauntless and Embolden on a unit for 1.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Is that the only source of Embolden nowadays? Does Greyjoy still have it?
I know Embolden's still kind of everywhere. High Sparrow has it. Greyjoys have it.
Oh, okay. All right, here is the one I think I was talking about. You can put this.
Mary Mazdir.
Yeah, she got buffed.
Yeah, so she gained stubborn tenacity.
Yep.
And then changed to her healing.
Yeah, and
no longer hurts herself.
Yeah, big buff. Removing a condition token. I don't know if that was always there, but the whole ability changed. So you can just pick one up to 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Up to. On a 3, nothing happens. I missed that
Used
part.
to be on a 3, you would take a wound.
Okay. Well, so this isn't a guaranteed no weekend, but pretty close. 66% chance you activate, take off the weekend, and smack somebody. So she got a big buff.
And she ignores attachment restrictions.
Yeah, huge in the current state of list building. Congratulations, Targs. This is going really well for the Targs so far. Yeah, we're gonna see Mary. For sure.
All right. Then we have our dex cards from Bereshin and Khal as the global changes to Sustained Assault and Assault Orders.
Yep.
Done. Then Stormcrow Mercs and Dervishes, already went over that. It's just Midway Bitcoin and Ambush.
Yep.
Then we have Pit Fighters. They went from 6 to 5.
They went from 6 to 5 defense?
Points.
Oh. Is that it?
So they're just cheaper now.
Cheaper Pit Fighters. There you go.
Yeah.
This is probably an A+ for Targaryen fans. This is I don't think there is a generic that they're going to take all the time, so we're happy there. They got Kev options. They're not really a range-focused faction, so that's kind of fine. So yeah, I think this is pretty solid for them. Congratulations to Targs. I'm really... It's going to be annoying to see Blood Riders every game, but, something's always strong. At least you can smack them hard. They don't... Let's see. Let's take a quick look. Is there some resilience or some crap on one of these guys? No, not really.
Just Sentinel.
Yeah. Okay. So you can still initiate the damage and hit Screamers pretty hard. So that's fine.
Although I will say that Battle Scars on a cab unit makes 0 sense.
It's kind of. I mean, you're really just playing this guy. Who is it? Kaholo. You're playing him for the Blood Rider ability. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Absolutely.
All right, so solid for Targs. Congratulations.
All right, and on to Greyjoys, my premier faction.
Yeah. All right. You can you can ramble. I'll sip my coffee.
All right, Balon, he got more expensive, but he's still the best thing we've ever seen. Bringing it back. Don't even worry about it. Into flank. Just do whatever you want, man.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we're still gonna see him in every Greyjoy list, just because he's too good. He's so good. Moving on down to Drone Profits. They lost go down fighting and a point. So now there are more points for resilience, but we can only take two of them.
At least you can only take
Uh,
two. At least you can only take two.
yeah,
That's
yeah. If it was unlimited, you'd see four Weavers all with John Profit.
well, then you'd see three Zorsh Riders with Glory Seekers. So
Yeah. All right. Uh, yeah, John Profit. Good change. 1 point. Very easy to take. We have Eric Ironmaker. The only change to him was divide spoils. It's now long range instead of short, which is very helpful. Then we have Euron, and this is a change I really like a lot. Now, his personal gifts, it used to be whenever you took an action with the unit he was in, he would deal that unit one wound. So you'd slowly kill yourself throughout the game, which was bad. But now, instead, starting round 3, they just get every token. So, he's very easy to put into a unit of bowmen. Just get those 2 pillage outs and then divide the spoils to your good units, and then you still have a very usable bowman unit.
so
And even throwing out condition tokens.
so this ability is just gifts now. It's not poisoned anymore, right?
Yeah, it's like, hey, this is a really great gift.
Like, are we?
It's a little bit covered in goop, but it's a very good gift.
Yeah, are we gonna see like some Santa Claus paint themed Euron Greyjoy models out there? Because
Mine's already painted, so
he's got he's got a bag of gifts, and
yeah,
that's that's really good.
all right. Yeah. We're going to be seeing him a lot, I think. Then we have Newt. Maybe a bit of coin change. That's it.
Okay.
Theon, ambush change. We have Ashura, Lady Greyjoy, from 2 points to 1, and you still get both Sentinel and Gang up.
Oh my god.
This was a completely unnecessary buff. She was already fantastic before, and she's just cheaper.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty happy with that one.
Oh, I'm very happy about that one. I can put her in any list.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have Makoto. If you bring the attachment Victorian, which not commander version, he'll become 1 point, so 2.
Well, that's weird.
Which is very easy to take now.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got a little package of Relentless and Fierce Charge in a unit, and then you have Makoto just spiting them.
Ah, very nice.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then Victorian, nerf to Assault Orders, buff to Sustained Assault.
Okay.
We have the Bowman, Divided Spoils, and also Black Tide Chosen, Divided Spoils. Both long range now. We have the Iron Victory Crew with Dominating Pride, which is now Sam Reviewer.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did they get buffs to divide the spoils?
Yeah, it's now long range instead of short.
Oh god.
Yeah, so Greyjoy's gonna move around their village a lot more.
That's great. Yay.
And then the Victory Crew, Dominating Pride, makes them a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay.
Still only want to run them if you're Ring Victorian or Newt, so yeah.
I did not catch the Divide the Spoils buff before that. That is unnecessary. Well, how are you feeling? What's your grade?
I mean, Baynod's build didn't change, so A+.
A+ for Greyjoys. Congratulations. Yeah, we're gonna see some Drowned Prophets. There wasn't really much. It looks like, honestly.
Yeah, not too much. That wasn't global.
At least the Drowned Prophet was limited. I would like to see that in the last 2 that we called out as too strong. Thornwatch Sentinel, and I forget the other one. Just too strong for a generic 1 point. They should be limited as well, but at least they did it here, so that's nice. So yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Moving on to White Devils.
The Land of the Sand. I hate sand.
Yes. So Arian Ota went from 2 points to 1.
Yeah, he's gonna be in every list.
Yeah, but also he can only be brought with the NCU Doran.
Right, right, right. Was that not there already? I thought it.
That was not there already.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
So you will only ever see Aereo if you see Doran.
Right. That makes sense, 100%.
Because yeah,
But it's worth it. Dorn NCU is great. This is great. There you go. Sold.
yep. 1 point for Battle Plan.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And Mark's yeah.
And you get Mark Target along with it.
Yep. Sold.
High Heritage Sentinel, Ambush Change.
Okay. So stronger Sentinel. That's one. That's one of those generics to watch out for. That might be really really good. But
yeah.
Well, we'll see. It's not. Yeah. Ambush is really strong in like Starks because even though Martells move around a lot and stuff, it's not. They're shooting. They're shooting a lot. You got the skirmishers, so that's kind of whatever. Well, maybe in dervishes, we'll see.
All right, remember you're saying went from 2 points to 1. Other than that, unchanged.
I am so happy about this. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Like I was talking a lot with other Martell players about making Donor's Vengeance work, and now it's going in the list 100%. This is great. So I'm really happy about that.
Bar Sand, she got Fury Charge.
Just added. Okay.
Yep. So now she's Sundering, Furious Charge, and Uncontrolled Rage.
I like it. Still kind of similar vibe, pretty much the same. Just add a vulnerable token on the charge. That's fine. Okay.
Aerosol Hearts, Protection from Crown. Yeah, so gets a reroll defense size, and opponent cannot spend vulnerable.
Yep.
So very tanky.
Yep.
1 minute unit. Well, watch him never die.
Yep. This is another solid. This he can go good with the Doran commander who likes the crown. So, because he has that card, I think. I can't remember. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
But it's another range unit attachment, which is always nice, or flexible, really, either way. So that's nice.
Yes. Hurricane, Conviction. Just
Yeah, that's he ignores attachment limits, so this is going to be another.
Yeah.
He's going to go in a skirmisher unit 100%. It's going to be great.
You're going to see him a lot just because you'll probably have the free point
left
over.
Yep. Or even the new bowman too. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Sustained assault change for Ibarra Commander.
Yep. And then
new Vipers from 6 points to 5.
Yeah. They lost Counter Strike.
But no Counter Strike.
Yeah. So their role is more focused.
Yep.
I like it. I think they're great. I don't think Counter Strike did much anyways, so this is really good.
I mean, when you were throwing out lots of weakened tokens, and then you had Counter Strike on top of that, oof, it was earned. It was earned to Greyjoys.
Yeah, it's just it's your Counter Strike was one of those things that a player needs to walk into, right? So it's not that you're doing something actively; it's the opponent's making a mistake, right? Here, here this is more like it's cheaper. So it helps out list building, and it still has the solid gang up, which is on you to do, kind of like it's more of a it's more doable and for cheaper. So I like it.
Yep. All right. And that's Martell's.
Yeah.
Not too many things. Not too many things changed.
Yeah. I put down Martell's after Nationals. I like the changes I see. It's fine. It's really small amounts, honestly. This is one of those things that they talk about themes. So maybe we'll see a lot more commander focused theme in the next patch. But it's okay. They don't have the main sad part about Martell's is they don't have a in-faction Cav attachment, so that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But I think they're very much the same. The same feel.
And like you're talking about, no change to Starfall Knights.
Yeah, the Starfall Knights not getting a buff on their lance is a huge miss. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna have to give this Martell patch like a D, maybe a C minus. simply for that reason. They really needed that ability to actually do something. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a sad state of affairs. But they got some characters that will see the table, which is a huge plus. So there you go.
All right.
Also worth shouting out just
Yeah.
to tie up the Martell. Dorn NCU really loves Motivated by Coin now. so, so the Storm Crows might be visiting the sand dunes of Dorn quite frequently. But,
Yep.
all right.
All right.
Oh,
Bones.
Boltons. I wish Andrew was here. He was bringing up lots of good points in the discussion in Discord. I think overall didn't feel like enough. But let's start off with the tactic cards. 2 buffs to the 2 cards that everybody knew were crap. So there's A plus for effort there on that point. Unfortunately, the beheading still requires a rank, and we know the Boltons don't really melee attack ranks off. They panic. They do decent panic damage and stuff, but this is still a difficult card to proc, which was the problem in the first place. But it's better. It's a better card, just has the same trigger problem. And Sadistic Games is still up to your opponent, which was the problem in the last card. So that's still a problem, but it's way easier to use. You can use it in the beginning of the game, no problem. So huge, I think it's a huge increase for Sadistic Games. Bloody Beheadings, I'm very, kind of whatever about, but we'll see. We'll see if it actually works out for them.
Then we have the Blackguard change from 4 speed to 5, and the Flayed Men from 4 arm lashings to 5.
Yep, we covered this. Solid, sure, why not? I love the Blackguard change. I will say, as far as the tactic cards go, I forgot to mention the Sadistic Games. What I was hoping for was an option of the bullet to replace hits to be removing condition tokens, because we just don't have any token removal. But I think it's good because, well, I don't know. It's good. It's a big buff. I'm really sad I still see 0 token removal in our faction, so it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for us. Dreadfort Prisoners, the exciting thing that is like more of a brand new thing. Panic tokens. You can start the game with a panic token, basically, and then once again taking out ranks. But at least this time it is just when a rank is gone. It doesn't have to be from a melee attack. So that is way better. So I think we'll see. Mm-hmm. I think we'll see more panic tokens for Boltons, which is exactly what they needed. So that's nice. Yep. It's a nice little thing. It's not too strong, so it's good that they took a baby step here. So I like it. And I think that's it.
All right. So Bolton wrap up.
C minus.
Yeah. They needed more love.
More specifically, they really needed ignoring attachment limits options, or at least one option for the generic or something. They need that spread fear or the healing on fail one, the 2 captains or whatever they are. They need those to be able to ignore restrictions. I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. And they got rid of Vargo. Vargo could have stayed in the Boltons. Come on. And they also
your commander options went from 7 to 3.
Yeah. Or 6. Yeah, something like that. 6 to 3 or 7 to 3. But dude, and then they, I was praying to the skin god for a Rus specific Bolton only NCU that didn't show up. We didn't get a Rus. Nope. We didn't get a Rus version of Honor Guard, like Rus's Honor Guard. So it's kind of a huge swing and miss in those regards. But what they did do, I like a lot. So I give it a C minus, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. This is just changed to assault orders and changed to ambush.
Yeah, new faction.
No changes.
New faction. They didn't want to step on too many toes here. Assault. The ping and assault orders is nice, and what happened to men at arms? Ambush.
Ambush.
Yeah. Okay. They just kind of left it pretty much. So that's fine. There's no reading needed. No, it's fine, I guess. Um,
All right. So
oh,
that's everything. That's everything.
another missing point on the Boltons is they didn't add Stark and Lannister units like the Brotherhood mini faction. So
Yeah.
yeah, I might have to lower my grade to a D plus on the. There's
Yep.
so many easy things they could have done. Okay, well I guess if we would have kept track of our ratings, we probably would have had somewhere around a B. I'm thinking overall. What do you think?
Yeah, I think some factions got more love than others. I mean,
Yeah,
that's definitely what happened.
it,
Uh, like so, I think we had like four C's and like two A's.
yeah. We had and a B, and then we had a couple D's. So yeah, I think it was a
Yeah,
probably high C, something like that.
yeah,
B minus overall when you average it out. Um,
yeah.
I think people were hoping for more unused commander buffs, and that it was not a commander patch, so
Nope.
we didn't see much of that. And the problem is that we did see some. So people are like, "How come I didn't get that shiny toy too?" You know, like
Yeah,
the rattle shirt and the mag and the there was more. I know there was more in different factions.
yeah. The Great John.
The Great John Touch. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there was some out there, and not everyone got a little bit. So they're like, "What the heck, man?" But this
Mhm.
was. It's just good to remember this was not the Commander patch focus. They just felt. I guess they felt that they really had to do those few that they did. So
Yeah,
um, yeah, I think overall, yeah, B minus, C somewhere around there, C plus. I think it's very
yeah.
exciting, and I think the next time we do this, we'll have some lists that we'll share, or we'll stream a game and talk about our lists or something like that.
Yep,
Do
absolutely.
you want to talk more about the epic game size at all, or
I don't have that up. Let's
okay,
see. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Epic game size. I've not looked at this at all.
okay? Well, it's an 80 point mode. They so the first thing that I recognize is it doesn't really follow in line with the update because they don't talk about attachment points like being. So it just says it's like the old school way of building, right? Like just 80 points for everything.
Well,
Uh,
maybe you give them 10% of the thing, so eight points of attachments.
yeah. I mean, it's it's totally fine. I'm just wanted to just pointing that out. Like
Yeah.
it's just I don't know why, but
Mhm.
if that's a core rule now, like this seems different, and they don't point it out as being different. But I guess it's fine. Um, Victory and battlefield setup. You're going to 18 points, a
Mhm.
6x4 field, and 6 pieces of terrain. So that matches. I like the 6x4 with 6 pieces, but 80 points on a 6x4 though. That's a little much. Until you scroll down and you realize they have increased the tactics board. So this is probably why it's going to be fine. People are going to bring 4, maybe 5 NCUs. So
Mhm.
that's more like a 60 something points, in on a 6x4 of combat. So that's kind of fine. Um, let's see here. Your deck as your card draw is now increased from 3 to 5 when you refill your hand, and
Mhm.
and a max hand of 7. And then after round 3 cleanup phase, you reshuffle all your discarded cards back into your deck.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is I'm not happy with because then they say also you still don't replenish when you run out of cards. So in my mind, they could have just simplified all of this and just said each player gets to replenish 1 time per game. Like
Mhm.
they force this reshuffle after round 3, so it rewards like top decking early in the game, and then you can just do it again. So kind of sucks.
Yep.
Um,
All right.
and let's see. They get really specific on how to use the expanded tactic zone. So I like
Yep.
that. I like this part. They took some time, and thought about interactions and thought about what might be funky, and they explained it all. So I'm really excited to try it. They have pretty much mini zones to every zone, kind of like a Varus board.
Yeah, it looks like uh, it almost looks like a well, the first three are Varus,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Then we have Auto Swords. Remove one condition token from one engaged friendly combat unit.
yeah. It's pretty terrible.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey. Uh, and then on the horses, we have Make a Free Retreat.
yeah. Which is
Several
also
new
which is also terrible. Even though it's good, it's terrible because it rewards some factions more than others. So
Yeah.
some people love doing retreats and shots, like Ranger Hunters, for example, but or skirmishers. So that's kind of they should have just done Varus. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
You're just embarrassed.
Varus would have been great. So that's kind of
Yeah.
weird, but hey, I'll try it out. I like big games, so we'll have to get that on the table for sure.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, that's an epic game.
I think that's most of the update. Anything missing?
Yeah. But, no. Oh, secret mission and objective cards. I don't think these changed. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. Same. These all look the same.
I will.
And objectives. These are all the same.
I will bring up Song of Ice and Fire Nationals. Are you going to Nationals, sir?
I am going to Nationals, sir.
Let's go! Me and Mitch are going to Nationals. We have Andrew and Bob also going, so we hope to see you guys there. The logo was done. We have the link right here. I'll type it in later in the description. Sign up, guys. Get those tickets. The TOs need to know as soon as possible if you're coming, and see that ticket sold so that we can do more stuff. We have so many plans regarding prizes and awards and reveals that we want to do, but we got to see those tickets sold. So please sign up for Nationals as soon as you can. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right.
And we also have Wardens of the West coming up.
Yeah. Wardens of the West does not have its own page at the moment, but I wonder. Yeah, I don't have a page to show. Please comment, get in touch with me if you'd like to go to Wardens of the West. It is being held at Pacificon 2025, which is Labor Day weekend. We have a stellar discounted rate for the weekend badge just for our group. That's why I don't really have a publicly advertised link for that, because we don't want people to abuse it and then not go to the tournament and just get a cheaper badge. So you got to contact me and I will send you that private link. We have lots, I don't know if you guys been to Wardens of the West before or any events that I've ran, but I like to go all out as much as possible and really treat you guys to a great time. So that's what I'll be doing again. We'll have Friday night socials, hopefully doubles and demos all weekend, and the main event on the Saturday and Sunday. So Pacificon's a great con anyways, and so is the area. You got Great America down the street from our event. There's all types of stuff to see in Santa Clara and the Bay Area. So it could just be a really nice getaway for you and your family as well. So I will put links in the description as well for Pacificon / Wardens of the West 3. And, lots of reveals on both of those events coming soon as far as prizes and merch and stuff like that. So, yeah, exciting times. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. Yeah. So that's the update. Season 6.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, because that's what YouTube wants us to tell you to do. And it helps get awareness of this channel as we try to make more and more content for you. So I'll be seeing you on YouTube soon. Thanks again. Later.
All right.